is killing a zero again. So in a positioning, you have to know what you call the DCA, dollar cost average. So as the price decreases, you can just be buying as the price goes down to a certain level, and you wait and you relax, because this is not something that you wake up one day and make it at one point. That's why I normally say that crypto is very, very fine. If you want to know it and you want to get more good of it, know whatever you are doing in the market. Know how market is behaving, actually. So in terms of position, depends on everyone's appetite and everyone's level of risk in the market, because you'll find others are in fully, others are not in, others are yet to be in, others are still thinking if it's true or it is false, because we saw Bitcoin going down to 49 and now Bitcoin is back to 81. And the people are like, is it true or is it a false thing? But I can tell you, like, it's a true thing. We are heading over the top. Yeah. The roof is very sweet, actually. The market is very, very sweet. And everyone will be forming in at now to get into the market. Maybe you'll be late or maybe you'll be early. So your positioning will depend with the amount of capital and what you want to invest on. And what I can advise you before you position, kindly don't invest in Cardano, XRP, Matic, drones. Guys. Don't invest on such things. Okay, not that I'm kind of now I'm being like Musi invest, but if you want a good return, okay, it will pump. Even you have seen every project is pumping, yeah. But invest on a project that you are aiming for a good percentage. I see position for the bull run as well, because I see this kind of position has got many kind of meaning. You can as well do one thing. You can leverage out, like you can invest in mid gap and you can invest in low gaps. Low gaps normally disappoint. Captain Sam can be a witness. We have tried to pull many projects from the low market gap, and others have taken us home to Mona Dust, and some are good to come back. And before I normally call a project to position in, I normally do research. I don't wake up to get influenced. I tell you, someone tell me like, go and buy this one, and I just wake up and then go and buy it. No, that's not how crypto is. You'll get fucked up, because maybe for now influencers are there just to make money. You don't know what you are positioning. Hata maybe in case market may crash, umesha panic, unataka kutoa pesa yako yote. There's a lady who invested in crypto. It was back then in some months. I can't quote out, but aliona kama market ina crash, akaniambia, "Hey Sean manzi, mimi niko out. Naweza kukuzia coins zangu." And I said like, "Okay, it's fine. Go ahead and sell for me." And believe me, the price is already 100% from his selling price. I'm kind of laughing, because the lady or the us at one point or the other, we position without knowing whatever we are positioning on. Because many people will influence with different kinds of hype and different kinds of mode of investment. As I said, like me, I'm normally focusing on meme coin. You'll find me like I'm very guru in meme coin. I came to love meme coin through crypto boss. And I love meme coin because I know what it's all about. If I come in terms of valuation, market gap, community on, and sentimental and inflation. That's why you'll find me most I'm in meme coin. If I come to AI, I'll come out into in terms of partnership, the broad based of the community, the market cap, the influential adoption, what it does in the community. I think I was sharing with some, like, I believe like Nia protocol is about to pump. We are people who bought it, yes, but we are kind of relaxed. Although I had tension back then and I sold some bags to hype in another project that has not yet pumped. So I'm kind of like, damn, I positioned wrongly. But the project is still fine, because the project can do better than the other one. So as a position, have a mid gap that I won't mention. It's upon you to do what's mid gap coins. You can also have the low market gap coins. It's very good for your percentage. Why do I say that you have mid gap? Mid gap in case there is tension in the market. Like for now, we can get tension during EDAT 11th square CPI. If CPI will come out good, it will be good for us. And if it will come out negative, it will tense the market, because that's what we call the macro impact in the market. But all in all, we are bullish in the market. We are aiming for the price that people are tagging in. I don't know 100K, I don't know 125, I don't know. 180, I don't know 150, I don't know 180, whichever the price you can. So position well, knowing whatever you are into. If it's in meme coin, do research about meme coin. If it's in layer 1, because me I'm hunting meme coin, AI, layer 1, and gaming. Although gaming, I distorted my positions, but I'm into gaming. I can remember I gave you an example of Gala. Gala is aiming for 100% from its lower position. But I'm into one project called Nakamoto. I'm highly positioned over there. I positioned back then, but because I lacked some little knowledge, I'm still holding, but I believe like it will be giving us a good end of it. So, position very well, dear friends, position very well. Market is yet to be rampant, and be ready to make whatever you can take from the market. Yeah. So in positioning, depends with your level of appetite, your risk, what you are targeting for. Someone can target, maybe you need only X2, you can be in need of X5. Kuna mwingine ambaye atataka X10. There's another person who look for X50, another person that will look for X100. And I believe like this time, Pepe is going to give me X100 from those people whom we position from the low ground. Believe me, Pepe is going to be a big ramper. That's the first position for the bull run. I believe for the another X10, because there's high volume. I can remember I shared in the group that there was a combination of volume between Dogecoin and Shiba, and they could not reach Pepe. What does that show? That shows that the sentimental and and the bias in the market for Pepe is in a bigger hype compared to these other tools. So I believe like Pepe will be the king of meme coin. Despite of maybe we have seen this person, an Elon, getting into the office and making things up and down. It's just kind of amazing. So as you position, just know whatever you're positioning in a very good way. So Sam, I think like I'm done in terms of position. If any person has got a question, anaweza niuliza, or in the kind of mama anaweza uliza hapo kwa comment. You can open your mic and ask before Captain San and allow I explain the second one. Any question? We are here to learn. Even me, I'm still learning. You can add your point. Yeah.
Good evening, Sean.
Good evening, too.
Good evening, everyone who is here. I believe if we start asking questions now, it might take too long. So I think just take us through.
Okay, sure.
Both of you, and then we ask questions later.
Okay, thank you.
Sean, seems you've muted your mic.
Oh, sorry. So, what crypto are you looking at? I'm looking at. Many people knows me with meme coin. I've been a crazy fan of meme coin, and I believe like the coming next bull run, I'll be like into more of it compared to now. I've been deep into research. No influencer, I can tell you, Captain Sam can tell you. No influencer, no atina lipa mtu aniambie, no. I'm just been into the books, into the deep knowledge, into more research. Before I call a project and I bring forth to people or a friend, maybe I can give you, but maybe sijanunua, but I'm still looking back at it. And I'm a very transparent person. If I'm not into the project, I'll just tell you I'm not into. I'll not lie to you. Maybe if you give me time, if I'm not into it, but uniambia like nikufanyia research to back it, I can also take my time, because through that, doing my kind of research, I'll be learning something different. So, if you ask me what and which crypto are you looking at, I'll say like I'm looking into meme coin. You don't know, you want me to quote meme coin, so this is how I'll quote it. I'll be looking into Solana, the Solana betas. As people are hyping to buy Solana, they don't know that Solana's got a hype in it. They have got a beta in them. In that, whenever Solana is pumping, they are also pumping more harder compared to Solana. Look at the price of WIF. I can remember I shared with a friend of mine WIF because alikuwa anataka mid gap. And he said, like, but dude, can you share with me a mid gap? And I told him, okay, you want meme? He said, yes. Okay, I said, like, okay, it's fine. If you want meme, then I'm giving you a beta for Solana. In that, I can easily access and know that what is not happening in this market. And why is it pumping and this one is dumping? So, I look for the one that is better. Instead of buying Solana at this current market gap, why can't we just look for the beta of Solana? Like, probably if you want a easy 10x, you can look for Bonk, WIF. Because WIF, I believe, like, it's going to step on $10 to 15. That's my prediction. I'm not holding it. But because it's a beta of Solana, and I was doing research one day, and I found, like, whenever Solana is pumping, it's pumping. Same with Bonk. I found, like, Bonk is really, really into Solana. I said, like, okay, let me get Bonk. And Bonk is a meme coin. I found it when it was 50 million market cap. Yeah, 50 million market cap. And I'm still riding with it slowly by slowly, although I didn't buy much because I was still a newbie in the market, getting more knowledge. And for now, in Solana, I don't have much. I had Maneki, but I wanted to wait for Maneki to follow the beta of Solana. So I think, like, because of its movement, I was more likely to be in because I bought it at 30 million market cap, and I can remember it's shared with Captain Sam. If you get more conversation with me in my inbox, is the time I will also remember when I get a DGen. Because in the group, if I post, maybe you are not into it, maybe not siko mingi utaona. But Nikki could drop your inbox if it makes you more easy to access. So I look for Solana beta. There's one that I'm currently still looking at, and I don't know if I'll be in for it or I'll just wait for this season iishe ndio niingie kwa the next season of the third bull market. I don't know, but I'm still looking. And as well, I can also get into meme coin through Ethereum. I can look at the beta of Ethereum. I love beta of Ethereum because Ethereum is still the king of DeFi. And you can see how it's pumping. We call it at the bottom and we are still pushing it to the top. And believe me, why should you but where should you take your money if you have got a little 500 USDT or you have got 1,000 USDT or you have got 100 USDT? Why should you go and buy Solana? You want to buy, what do you call it? Ethereum. And yet there's a beta, like Pepe. Pepe from the bottom is already X3. The bottom that it had 0.00444 and something. And from the bottom up to now, it's like X11 plus. And remember, Ethereum, haijafanya nini? Haijafanyiwa X11. Ethereum's just done some couples of percentage. I think like it's now 100% from the ile bottom temambo temambo misali salinunua. I think like it's 100% plus. But here there's a project that it's better. Better means like I am copy pasting whatever you are doing. If you rise, I arise. I arise more than you. If you fall, I fall more than you. That's what called the beta. So why should I focus on Ethereum? And I've got a beta for it. So what are the betas that I've been looking for? I've been looking for Pepe. I've been looking for Landy Wolf. I've been looking for Andith. I've been looking for those people who bought Andith. They know how vigorous that coin is. And I can remember I gave you a position of Landy Wolf when it was still on its lower market cap. Low, coolest 10 million market cap. But I think everyone didn't watch it. It's already up. X4, it's already 400% on top, and I believe like it has got a big room to pump because it has got a big tire of 4.1 million USDT set aside for the tire exchange. I believe like it still has got a big room to move. So I'll be much into the beta compared to just being into one project. Like nataka kununua baba, sininunue watoto wake. That's how I normally speak it even in my status. I just look for the ones that are copy pasting. So instead of buying full BNB, why can't you look for better like Floki? I told you, look this game. The moment BNB stays above 600 USDT, you can go and look. You can look how crazy BNB vile Floki imefanya. it's already up like no one's business, and it's going to pump like no one's crazy. And I was kind of following with the same movement with the Simon's cut. I'm kind of doing more research about it. Like if it's following, it's better. Then that's why I encourage you that let's hold this kind of a project. And remember, SIS is out, and SIS won't disappoint its project. So these people, when they decide to support BNB, like I read it somewhere, and I remember I shared with. There's nothing I've not shared with that group, and I believe like it's going to pump like no one's business. Like it's a very very good way. So you can look for the narrative in this project that you have. If you are a fan of Tron, look for the Sunny Dog. Look for, if you are a fan of Sui, why should you buy Sui? And Sui is already market gap very expensive. And ukienda huku chini kuna food. Some can't remember when we called food from the bottom. There is another one called Suipad. There's another one called Hippo. Why can't you just come, look for the volume, you look for the what you do research about it, you look for the technical, and you look for sentimental, you look for them in X space. If you are a fan of Telegram, like I see most of us are, you can look for them over there. You see how they are building, you see how people are talking. But for me, I normally I look for the white paper, I read your white paper, I look for your position, I look for whatever you have, I look for the valuation, I look for the market gap, I look for the DAV, I look for the partnership, and then you'll find me saying like, okay, dude, let's get into it. Yeah. So you can go and look, but the narrative that we have that is very, very crazy this year are 1, Solana, 2, Ethereum, 3, BNB, 4 is which one? Is Ton. I see Ton is coming very crazy with kind of a backup here and there, but I believe like things is coming up here. Things are coming up in a different kind of way. So just stay tuned. Maybe Phantom can take over. You can never know. The hype is not yet over until we see how money is moving. So I think I'm done. I won't mention the coins that you want, which you want to look up to, but if you look for AI, you can look at which type of AI, because kuna AI ambayo iko na CPI, kuna AI that is layer 1, there's AI that has got partnership with the NVIDIA, there's AI that every AI has got its productivity. Like if you go to Grok, the one for X, Grok, but I don't invest in Grok. I mean, I'm looking for AI that has got a partnership with either it's a gaming, or it's stroke Web3, or it's a stroke of layer 1 that has got a big functional. You can see I shared a story about what Nia Protocol is about to do in the coming days, and it's very, very amazing. Yeah, they have just set aside 160 million just to build that kind of a structure, and I've seen like, dude, this thing can be like crazy, but let's see. If the hype can be good, then Nia Protocol can overdo most of the crypto. If the hype is over, we are selling our bags. We look for something else that is good. And I'm into layer 1, but layer 1s are into modular and PFM. I'm seeing someone saying that the chain DC. We are heading over there. That's good. Which strategy are you using to exist? The strategy that I'm using to exist, one. Hey, hapa Sambana, hii mbona unataka nisopoe story zangu zote? Okay, sharing is caring. So I've been into down to look at how things have been folding up, and existing is kuingia kwa market ni very easy. Hii si kama forex, utaingia na unasema na target ile liquidity. Unaweza ingia unasema una target liquidity ikose kufika kwa liquidity, or you can enter into the market and say that, okay, me I'm moving after 6 months. Now hiyo 6 months the market can go DP. Or you can exist early because you are seeing a DP. Then you find that to match X 1000%, X 1000. X 1000 is like if you hear someone saying X, it normally means like a percentage of 100 on top of it. Yeah. Like if I give you $10 times X, 1,000 is like 10,000 USDT. So that X is normally kind of a multiplication. I've already subtracted the percentage. So my existing strategy is 1. Technical analysis. Technical won't lie. I use FIBO to detect the zone. Like when I was calling for the low of 49 in BTC, because BTC is the father, us adding most, and now it's at 80. Remember we said 44, 77, then little retracement, and we saw that 77, and we saw little retracement to 73, and back again, market jumping once again to 80, 78, and now we are in 80, and I think like something like 85, there's something in 85. So I just use my technical analysis, FIBO, and those who are using just use your strategy, Buana. Maybe you are using trend in trend, support and all that. Yeah, even if it's closing and opening, so strategy, just do it. That's the technical that I'm using. And then the another one that I want to tell you, there's always one thing that happens in the market. Go and do your research. In every solar eclipse, there's always a crash in the market. Yeah. In every solar eclipse, even the last year, even the one that we had in March. Yeah. Go do that research, dude. Go do that research. You want to test FIBO, my FIBO. Okay, put there FIBO, you see something. So, in every solar eclipse, go and do your solar eclipse, dude. Just go ask your Google, like, when is solar eclipse happening in the market, and how does it behave with crypto? Then come to your chart. You have got a chart here. Look where the top happened, which date. Like, if we go back, you can, if I'm speaking, you can just confirm it with me. I think we had got a top in March, something like 10th, Kuletare, Shirin, I don't know. But solar eclipse happened on date 14th. You can go and confirm. So it normally happened before the date, either on the same date, or before, or after. So it's normally on the big zone. Even look the top in 2021. It happens in the solar eclipse. The one that happened on May, the one that happened on November. On November 11th, 2021, there was a solar eclipse. Go back to 2017, when the top happened. There was a solar eclipse. So, you can take notes. In every solar eclipse, there is a tension. We can also look with it, because we normally say that the past strategy is the one that we use to determine the fourth. That's why we normally say that in November it's very bullish. Q4 is very bullish. And what I came to realize, dudes, is that market is not different. Market is just obeying all-time movement. If we get to the medium of existing, we exist our bags, we come back after DP. Because we will be having a new government, there must be a tension in the government. There must be. Despite of Elon and Trump loving much of crypto, yes, I know they love it, but there must be a tension in the market, because we are coming into there are new policies that are being made, there are new strategies that are being aligned on, and there are, how can I call it? There are new investors that are chipping in. These investors that are still not into crypto, like Jimmy Cram, they get into the market now because they have seen the future. So, guys, that's another strategy to exist. No one will tell you, even your influencer ambao umemlipa pesa kibao, hata kuambia hiyo. Go do research and you tell me. Another one is look Coinbase. When I was doing research about Coinbase is a major app that is normally used by big investors. The moment it's pumped up in a bigger way, like for now, when I looked it last, I think it was 150 something in the app rank. So when it moves from that zone, like on the previous cycle, ile time ya bear market, it was 314, position 314. And it moved from there moja kwa moja hadi, how do you call it, up to position 34. What am I trying to tell you about Coinbase? Coinbase shows that the amount of retailers and the hype that's already in the market. So the higher people are using Coinbase, the higher it shows us that there are more money flowing from the retailers and also investors. And when you see like its position is starting now to reduce, get out into the market. Yeah, because whales are taking out the buyers from it. Another thing, you can also go and look at the total market cap, the total 3 and the over the overall TA. So if I come about technical analysis, let me go back to technical analysis. Technical analysis, you can look at Bitcoin, you can look at the total theory. That's upon you to look about it. I won't look it, but one day I shared with you guys. Another thing, you can also look at the fear and greed index. You can see like the greed is 74. We are getting into 80 and we have to dump a bit. We have to come back to neutral. There is something I read about fear and greedy, but you just allow me to sit back with it. So another thing is there's an app called ViewStat. ViewStat shows the numbers of viewers in the market. Like I saw Captain Sam, you have got a channel in YouTube. The moment you'll be posting about crypto in the bear market, no one will be looking at it. You can see it back then when we had got a session about calling these tops, bottoms, logging into our positions. Believe me, there's no one who was there for us. But for now, you can see everyone is into it. It's also the same. No, it's not bad, but that's the nature, how to identify, because of us, which strategy are you using to exist. So the strategy that I'm using to exist is you ask people showing more interest compared to how we were. You have just woken up. There are others who are still in the disbelief. They're feeling like, no, that's just niyo tu like ni ile tu election inafanya hivyo. Hii kitu inaenda kudump. People are now starting to call, when will you retrace? When will you retrace? When will you retrace? But believe me, maybe you won't retrace now. You might wait for retracement until you get hadi uchoke. Ni kama vile watu walikuwa wanangojea Bitcoin irudi 30k. And we say like, I don't think so. Yeah. That we are going back over there. It's the same like if you look at your chart very well. Bitcoin has created a good resistant resistant support, the flip zone, in the position of 73. You can look. Very good one. People thought like Bitcoin ilikuwa inafanya utoto vile ilikuwa inatap hapo hivi kienda chini. You can just look, the resistance is very strong. From 69 position, you can see from 69k some. You can see the support was very strong. The week that I took from 49 is that's the position that BlackRock were protecting their investors from not falling down, from the market not crashing to the lower zone. Yeah. So when I take Fibo from that zone, the higher zone to the lower zone, you find like it's a kind of a good zone. So that's point that Sam is spotting is like the zone where BlackRock was protecting most of its investors. If you look at the story of crypto, they were protecting, and I can remember telling Sam, and I told telling crypto boss that, dude, these people are protecting their buyers. And the time that we met in Nairobi with some few friends, I also told them the same, like, these people are protecting their buyers. They can't allow market to dip over there because no one will believe them. You have to reason sometimes, like, we just have to reason like investors at some point. Like, you have opened your business and people are coming in. Sometimes you have to lower the price, people to chip in. After people chip in, you have to protect that price from it not going lower. How? Because you are the manager. You can take all the profit just to buy from the lower side. You can see how JP Morgan did when he was opening up his stocks in Kenya. Dollar ilienda hadi 73. Si tulikuwa tunalala sote. No one knew. That's the reason why dollar dipped and people wake up for it. So those are my existing strategies. Others have still other threes that it's not for me to share here, but that's enough just to share out. So, are you doing airdrop? Which challenge are you facing? I'm not fan of airdrops, but I encourage you, like in crypto, get somewhere where you can fit in. Yeah, crypto has got many things: NFT, staking, Arbitrum, features, spot. I love spot. I'm still adding up with features, and I believe like in the coming few months, yeah, God willing, by God's grace, we shall be maybe taking features, if only for those who are interested, because our group is majorly for airdrops. Yeah, and airdrops are good because there are people who are doing it like Mr. Boss, and now I'm seeing Sam is so much into it, and it's just a very good thing. Yeah, I told him like you can just get one thing where you can fix yourself. Just one. You don't need to have all coins. You just need to have some. In that sum, maybe you can have 3, you can have 2, you can have 5, you can have 10, depending on the capital that you have. You don't need to have 100 coins for you to be a millionaire, dudes, in crypto. Those people lie to you. Yeah, I can't lie to you guys. I was also told the same, like, you have to have 100 coins for you to make it in crypto. Dude, there's nothing like that. You just have to have some. You have just to have maybe 2 to 3 out of 10. What if 5 do for you X 500, X 100, X 200? Because I believe like we are going to get those X's in this market that we are coming in. And for the airdrop, you have to do more kind of research. Yeah, it's not an easy thing. Sam is doing more research for him to bring for you those airdrops. I'm seeing Lane is also into airdrops, very, very aggressive work Namtua. Those people are maguls, man. Those people they know what they are doing. Yeah. So you can just pop in. You can never know which airdrop can give you good money. You can never know. But for me, with my masterclass hub, I'm not into airdrops. I don't know anything because nikifahamu airdrop napatanga kadogo. Ama nikifahamu sana, haikuwi listed, inakuwa ni scam. So I gave up. I'm just focusing on features, sport, to advance my project. Yeah. So anyone who has got a question can ask. And thank you, Sam, for giving me the opportunity to share out. And even those who have taken time to join us, it's just a big number. This is just amazing. I don't look at the quantity, I look at the quality. This is one time for you to tell you that, dude, it was good to position when people are fearful in the market. Yeah. And another good strategy is exist when people are hopeful. Yeah, you be fearful now. When everyone will be speaking about Bitcoin, hadi ule jamaa ambaye alikatanga kabisa anaanza kuuliza, naweza ingia aje? Manze, toka kama exist liquidity. Another thing that I forgot, and guys go do research. Hii lazima tu nishare na nyinyi. Nikisipofanya hivyo nitakuwa siko poa. Unaweza kuja mnilaumu. Another easy exist liquidity ambayo itaki hata knowledge. Ukianza kusikia wakina Davido anatengeneza meme coins, wakina Taylor Swift, those people whom you know them, wakina Drake, wakina Rihanna, wakina those people, those hip hops, those songs of yours, those people au magulswa nyimbo. Guys, exist the market. If you think I'm lying, go and do your backside research.